A lot has changed in the past 24 hours. The price of Bitcoin was up at $43,400 and has since crashed back down. But yesterday, the price of Bitcoin was at $40,600 and we took some nice long positions on the price of Ethereum that again had a significant rebound in price. But today, having had that rebound in price, the price of Ethereum has dropped back. It's insane, actually. The actual volatility that we're seeing on the markets right now, you can see bottom to top here, up 6.5% basically in a one-day span. And then today, it spent the entire day coming down. It went down 5% in the span of just 11 hours. This is insane volatility that we've not seen in the crypto space for an incredibly long period of time. And it's a lot to do with what we're seeing here when it comes to the liquidation heat map. Now, looking at the liquidation heat map for Ethereum, you can see there's a large position down here around $7 to $10 million that could get liquidated on Ethereum, but there is a lot more above the current price that could again get liquidated. Now, what is more telling, Ethereum or Bitcoin, when it comes to the liquidation heat map? Bitcoin is much more telling when it comes to the liquidation heat map. And as you can see today, we wrecked a bunch of people in this range. Now, the concerning thing about Bitcoin right now is if you're looking at the prices and you're going, hang on a second, we're actually quite close to this here. This down here is at $40,200, but it's some serious levels of liquidation down there. If we look at the weekly chart here to see how much leverage is built up at these price levels, when it loads here, you can see that there is a lot that gets liquidated near enough at $44,000, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars liquidated in this range, and again, hundreds of millions of dollars liquidated in the lower range down here, near enough $40,000. So the question is, which of these two ranges are we going to hit first? Well, today, if you're following me in the Crypto Saving Expert Discord group, you will have seen that we got some fairly nice, currently look fairly nice entries on the price of Ethereum, because when the price was down here earlier today, I said, look, it's time to buy at our most heaviest point, because I thought that the bounce was coming. The bounce came, and that's good news. So congratulations to members of the Crypto Saving Expert Discord if you managed to snag that entry. But the point is, what is going to go on from here? You can see I've drawn this very crude green line, but let's get rid of that green line and let's assess what is currently going on with the price of Bitcoin and the price of Ethereum. And if you're interested in that, then first of all, before we do that, slap a like on today's video. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It's amazing to see this channel growing as fast as what it is doing. It's fantastic to have every new person that does subscribe, and it's great to see the community growing. But back to the video. How can we chart Bitcoin and Ethereum right now? Well, let's start off with Bitcoin because it always gives us direction on the way that Ethereum is going to look. As you can see, Bitcoin has been just ranging, what I would describe as ranging, just in this range right now, just going up, down, up, down, up, down. It's quite violent when it's doing it because it's doing it in very short periods of time. That's causing large amounts of liquidations. That's contributing to higher volume in the crypto market. And ultimately, that's bullish. Somebody's accumulating. That's why the price is washing up and down right now. In terms of what we can look out for of resistance levels right now versus what we can see in the levels of support, that's not really a support level, to be honest. Your lower support levels somewhere probably down here, somewhere like that, call it what you want, kind of like a bull flag. It's very difficult to read the market right now because we've had so much chop in this range. Really, you're waiting for a break of above $43,200 or a break below $41,000 in order to confirm the next move, and a break of either of those two levels, to be honest. Look, if we break to the downside here, it's going to get absolutely brutalized during the course of the weekend, and we'll drop down to like $39,200 at least, because that is where the CME gap is sitting, somewhere at that range right there. But again, there's large amounts of liquidations that start around this level, which would then likely cause the price to decline even further than what you would expect, causing a mass amount of liquidations in the market. An event like that kind of does need to occur, unfortunately. But I'm not positioned for that right now. I'm positioned in Ethereum, and I'm looking at Ethereum right now and going, to be honest, for me, I want to risk having a bounce here. The reason for that is it is a level that we've contended with several times at this range here, and we've failed to break below it, which for me, that's quite bullish. It's quite good to see that. So that's why I've got a long position on the price of Ethereum right now. What am I expecting from the price of Ethereum? Well, you know, we've got this level up here that is a resistance level. If we're to plot that resistance level on the chart, it goes something like that. You can see that basically we are stuck in this range. As we've not broken to either side of the range yet, it seems pointless trying to short the range because, again, we're towards the bottom of the range right now. It makes more sense to be long and then place a stop loss at the bottom of the range somewhere around 2,130 $37. In terms of my current position sizing here, it's about $1.05 million worth of open positions. However, if we do drop considerably below my entry, I'm going to get out of this. I'm not into losing money. It doesn't really tickle my pickle. But today we've had a couple of successful trades in the Discord already, taking around a $15,000 profit in total, which is very nice. We like to make $15,000 in the span of a day. It's always quite preferable when you're making money instead of losing it. However, going back to Ethereum versus Bitcoin, this is really where you can start to tell about everything. And every time recently, this is one of the other reasons why I'm quite bullish on Ethereum. It's why I'm trading Ethereum and not Bitcoin, because every time Ethereum's price has got back down to this level down here, you'll see that it has these pretty significant jumps to the upside. Let me highlight those on the chart for you now. You can see we've got a jump to the upside here. Let's pick the right tool. Jump to the upside here, 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 and maybe we break down now. Or maybe we get a jump to the upside. Now, trend is always your friend. The trend is currently it bounces at these ranges. So even if Bitcoin's price were to decline, I would still expect a bounce in the price of Ethereum, keeping it nice and steady, which is why I prefer Ethereum right now. If you look at the way that Ethereum's been performing against Bitcoin recently, it's been performing horrendously. If we look at Ethereum on the 15-minute chart, it does nothing but go down. But recently, it's had a bit of a bounce. And when it starts to bounce, it's something that I struggle to ignore, especially when it's bouncing at these ranges here, which is why I'm probably more so bullish on Ethereum than I am currently on Bitcoin, and it's why I'm long on Bitcoin, long on Ethereum rather than being long on Bitcoin. In terms of today's cryptocurrency news and various different altcoins to discuss, let's first of all discuss the news, which is ETF applicants amend application to match SEC crash redemption structure. BlackRock and ARK are among the institutions that have amended their spot Bitcoin ETF applications to conform with the SEC's preferred redemption method. This is good news. This means, again, an ETF is more likely than what it was yesterday. The SEC has delayed several Ethereum ETFs, pushing the final decisions for those till May, because we expect Bitcoin ETF to be approved in January, so it wouldn't make sense to approve an Ethereum ETF until after the Bitcoin ETF has been approved. But again, that's going to be the narrative. As soon as the Bitcoin ETF is over, you're going to see that Ethereum starts rallying very, very significantly. BlackRock has proposed spot Bitcoin ETF gets a ticker in its latest filing with the SEC. The ticker that it is suggested here is IBIT, IBIT. Hopefully that gets approved by the SEC very soon. Marathon Digital is going to acquire 2 Bitcoin mining sites for $179 million in cash. The SEC has been ordered to file reasoning for its denial for transparent crypto regulation, because there's no reason we shouldn't have transparent crypto regulation. Do Kwon extradition order overturned in a Montenegrin court. Do Kwon's appeal of his extradition has been successfully appealed in court, so he doesn't have to leave Montenegro anymore. Instead, he can stay in Montenegro rather than going to the US or South Korea. ARK Invest has sold over 800,000 shares of GBTC. Interesting, because ARK Invest is actually applying for their own spot Bitcoin ETF. So this could be a play in that they think that their ETF is going to get approved, so no point holding the GBTC anymore. US court has ordered Binance to pay $2.7 billion to the CFTC as part of a case settlement. That's all ending the whole drama with Binance and the SEC. That's good bullish news. Hute is going to build a new site housing 66,000 miners. Notice a lot of stuff about mining in today's news. The mining industry, the Bitcoin industry, is really doing very strong right now. It's doing very, very good. How sports clubs, schools, and artists will support good deeds through Clio. I'd recommend that you read this article. Honestly, it's a very good project, is Clio. And now it's time to talk about altcoins. And the first altcoin that I want to talk about today is Garbage. I mentioned it yesterday that I bought some, and it just keeps going up in price. If I give this a refresh right now, it's up 37.4% for the past 24-hour period, but it's currently looking at making new highs. It's getting listed on Bitmart tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen to the price of it. It's a meme coin, but there's been so many meme coins recently that have just gone sky high. They've just taken off. I want a piece of that action, and I'm hoping that Garbage is the piece of that action, and I'm hoping that it does a ridiculous multiple on top of where the price currently is. But serious investment-wise, what am I looking at? BWARE is doing very well, up to $1.46 right now. Doing very, very well, in fact. Deeper Network, I bring this up because I got an advert for Deeper Network for a VPN that you can use for Deeper Network on Instagram the other day. I thought it was fascinating. I thought crypto advertising was banned, but I got an advert for Deeper Network's VPN. It's got a $9 million market cap. They're spending money on growth, so maybe Deeper Network is a a good coin to be holding in your portfolio right now? I don't know. I can just offer my opinion on it. And then finally, Bitcoin as a search term in terms of overall interest in Bitcoin is growing. You can see right here from this chart that over the past 90 days, we've got a steady uptrend in terms of the amount of people searching for Bitcoin. And if we look at the past 12 months here, you will see that worldwide, Bitcoin as a search term is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. That's good for the crypto markets. It means that retail is starting to arrive into the crypto space, and hopefully that converts into much higher prices for the price of Bitcoin. But on that note, guys, what are we expecting from my trades here? Well, stop loss kind of around my entry, to be honest. I don't intend on holding this into any kind of significant loss. We've already made some significant profits today, but at and around this range here, I'm a buyer, not a seller, and I expect a bounce in the price. If you look at it how it's going right now, basically we are forming some kind of flag pattern, call it whatever you want, but we're looking for a break basically of $2,173 on the price of Ethereum in order to confirm that breakout structure, and that breakout structure would then lead us up to the next level somewhere up here before getting rejected again. That would make sense because it would make us having basically like a hunchback of Notre Dame inverse head and shoulders type situation going on. But overall, I am bullish on the price of Ethereum right now rather than bearish, but I'm keeping my stop losses close. And if you are interested in trading, check out the link to BYBIT and BitGet in today's video description. One of the things that I did yesterday, in fact, I'm not even going to bring it up. I'm going to bring that up in a completely separate video. The whole Zach XBT thing. It wound me up because it's completely stupid from his side of things. But we'll get onto that in a different day on the main channel. So on that note, guys, slap a like on today's video if you think it's been useful. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you like this new style of video, whereby instead of using a phone and flipping it back and forth, we're doing screen recordings instead, slap a like on it. I'm interested to know more about your thoughts. And yeah, let's go make some money. Hopefully garbage goes well, and there are many more altcoins of which I'm interested in, and I'm putting them all together in a video right now. So also NXRA is doing very well, and what else is doing? There's just a lot of things that are doing quite well right now in the altcoin space. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch.